think that's good. What you think?
Good to me.
Hey, y'all. We're here. We did it. Hello, everyone. We got about 2 minutes. Usually I'll have some music playing, but I'm not in there. Say hi. Make sure.
Live?
We are live.
Oh.
We are live.
Hello.
Your glasses are shining. Okay. Give these people some time to log in. Come on in. But yeah, so this is what we're going to do. Have a conversation. Don't be nervous.
Okay.
All right. Have a conversation. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Let me take this off so I don't keep hitting the table. Who's that in? Please let me know who's in the chat. Come on in. All right. Well, welcome to episode 21. This is your girl, Dr. Tasha Rose, your transparent sister in women's healing. And tonight on Healing Unlocked CT, I have a special guest, Mr. Fred Shirley.
Hello.
And we are going to be talking today, or he's going to be talking today about fatherhood, the ups, the downs, the greats, the not so greats, and, things that inspired him, mentors, or anything that is helpful to show that, being a great father takes time. And although we might think that we're great fathers, you guys might think you're great fathers, there might be some things that you can work on and do better. And just want to hear his story. He's going to give a little bit of his story, and then I'm going to ask some follow-up questions. But tonight it's really about fatherhood. It's really about what, his stance of fatherhood. And I'm super excited to have him, and I'm very thankful for him accepting the invitation on such a short notice.
Yes.
To come and share with us tonight. So you are welcome to introduce yourself.
Like you said, my name is Fred Shirley. I'm a father of 5 kids, got 6 grandkids. The experience of being a father was awesome.
Okay.
It changed my life from the first time I had my first daughter all the way up to having my first grandchild. And it just made me a better person.
Mm-hmm. So who taught you how to be a dad?
My father taught me most likely how to really just be a man. And he raised me to the point until he passed away. But after he passed away, it was just really everything that he did with me, he showed me.
Okay.
And how he kept me by his side, just always wanting to be female oriented.
Okay.
So seeing him always want to be female oriented with my cousins, his nieces, his nephews, always gravitated to that.
Okay. Now, how old were you when you lost your dad?
I was about 11 years old.
Okay. So from 11 until you had your first child, all the things that he instilled in you, you took on. However, was there anyone else in your life that kind of helped you to understand what fatherhood was?
No. After he passed away, it was just really me and my mother and my brother. But it was basically my mother. And he taught me a lot of just how to be a man and how to take care of my mother. And with learning how to take care of my mother, just gravitated to learning how to take care of my kids.
Okay. All right. What's one thing that you feel like your dad taught you at such a, because you were young when dad left, right? When he passed away. So what's one thing that you can say like that's really stuck with you that made you say like I want to bring that in when raising my children?
Always take care. Always take care of your family and keep your family tight. No matter what, everybody go through certain situations, but whatever the situation was, it's just a situation. Your family, your family.
Okay. All right. So you just kind of stick with that now. So
Yes.
and so you have 5 children. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now, how many girls? How many boys?
3 girls, 2 boys.
All right. And do you want to share the ages or how you want to talk about them?
Ages from 27 all the way to 17.
Okay. All right.
So my 3 daughters is the oldest, and my 2 sons is the youngest.
Okay. And do you think like being a father to 3 girls versus being a father to 2 boys, there's a difference? Do you feel like each and every child you had to father differently?
Yes, I think having my daughters first really calmed me down and brought more of a fatherhood figure out of me instead of having my boys first.
Okay.
I would have liked my boys first so my daughters could have bigger brothers,
Mm-hmm.
but having my daughters first, I really think it made me more secure and made me more aware of I got daughters, so I have to be at home and make sure they okay.
Okay.
With my sons, I think I probably would have slided away a little of more being overprotective of my sons as I am with my daughters.
So you're more protective over the girls.
Of course.
Okay. Are there things that you expect the boys to do even now? Because although they're younger, do you still have like a different expectation of the boys from the girls?
Yes.
Okay.
They boys, so I won't always want them, even though they're younger, to step up, to always help their mothers and their sisters, and always teach them how to be a man.
Okay.
So I respect my daughters to be a good wife, but be a strong female at the end of the day. But my sons, I will want them to always, and I teach them to this point now, always take care of your mother, always be respectful. But at the end of the day, you got to be a man.
Okay. What is the man? What does that mean, Fred?
Man.
What does that mean?
Being a man?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Standing on business.
Okay. What's that look like?
Taking care of responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I got kids, so I got to take care of those. I got grandkids, I got to make sure I be there for them.
Mm-hmm.
Learning what you're supposed to do as a man. And I mean, as a man, is be respectful.
Okay.
Take care of your family, take care of your household, learning your ins and outs and your do's and don'ts and what's right and what's wrong.
Okay. Now, you were married to your children's mom.
Yes.
And although you guys are no longer together, how do you show your sons now that they have, or at least one of them have, or no, your boys don't have any children?
My son do.
Okay. So how do you use, like, how do you talk to them about, or him about being a dad, even if you're not with the mother of the child?
Since from the beginning, I always, even when me and his mother had rocky situations, I always told him no matter what, I'm always gonna be there.
Okay.
No matter what, to this day, I'm still there. I'm still there for their mother. I'm still there for them. No matter what situation me and his mother go through, I'm always gonna still be there for my kids.
Okay.
And I let him know at the end of the day, if you and your kid's mother don't work out, you can never turn your back on your child.
Okay. And it's okay to help the mother if she is in need because she's the mother of your child. Is that like somewhat of how you and your ex-wife are?
I'm in that situation, but I can't tell him the same thing.
Okay. Right.
I do it because that's my kid's mother. I love her. We have a big family together. and I want him to see certain things that I do. But this generation and certain females, you have to play accordingly.
Okay.
You can't treat every female like I treat your mother. That's what I
Gotcha.
tell them.
Okay. All right. I think that's good advice. Okay. All right. So as a dad, what are some of the things that you feel like you did a really great job at? And then what are some things that you feel like you could have done better?
Um, the things I could have did better, I could start with that. Is spend more time. Even though we live together, we stay together. I spent more time trying to provide instead of being in the house with them.
Okay.
And I felt like they told me they self they where sometimes I wasn't there where they wanted me to be there, but I had no choice but to go and be a provider.
Okay.
And now as I look at it, sometimes I wish I would have stopped chasing the money so much and stayed more at home so they could have my presence instead of me just giving.
Yeah. Yeah. So that emotional piece they were, they missed out on, although you felt like I have to provide, but they were like, well, we would have rather had that emotional, physical piece of you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what are some of the things that you feel like you did a really, really great job at as a dad?
It fits in the same category as me being there.
Okay.
Me being like we live together. So me always being there, doctor appointments. I took them daycare. I did basically daycare, pick them up from school, football, the football coach, basketball coach,
Okay.
the baseball coach. So always was active.
Okay.
Brought my sons to all the football practices, basketball practice, my daughters to their basketball games, proms. I just was always there and being present and being active in their life to make sure they always knew they had a father and their father's there. Okay. Even though I took time, most of the time out to provide. But as they got older, we had that conversation and they realized now what I was doing.
Okay.
As provider instead of just being in the house.
Okay. So you can have more of a conversation about different things.
Yes, now they understand a lot better now than when they were little.
Okay.
Because when they little, most kids don't understand when they say, "Okay, daddy's outside" or "Daddy's not here," but they don't understand where daddy at.
Okay.
But now, as they get older, and they got kids, they understand their baby father got to go provide, so he might not be there as much.
You think that's something that maybe dads could have those conversations with their children at a younger age? You think that maybe that would help young people feel less like less of the absence of their dad if their father is always working and busy?
I think it's more like a team effort.
Okay.
Because the father could just say he's going here, but the mother got to put that in the kid's back, letting them know daddy's here, but daddy's going to take care of something. He'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now this episode is all about fathers. And I know, we know Father's Day is coming. Do you ever think that fathers get the short hand of the stick when it comes to like Father's Day versus Mother's Day? Like, do you have anything to say about that? Positive or negative?
If you really got to ask
I'm asking because I just want to know.
It's Father's Day, just really another day. Like it's a statistic, and I mean, if you Google it, Father's Day is just another day. Fathers don't get recognized like they're supposed to, but Mother's Day, even on Father's Day, mothers still get recognized like they're the father.
Okay. What would you say as a father? Like, how would you like to be recognized? Like, not just on Father's Day, but like, what do you think that individuals or, other fathers might want to feel on this special day? Like, or like, what would you have liked to feel differently?
just appreciate it.
Okay. How can your children or your wives, how can they show appreciation to fathers better?
To show more appreciation to fathers,
Mm-hmm.
just I love you, Dad.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I don't need nothing for Father's Day. It's just my kids and my grandkids in my house. That's it. I don't need no gifts. I don't need none of that.
Okay.
It's just the presence and the love and Daddy, I love you.
Okay.
That's all. That's all I mean. Really need for Father's Day.
Okay.
It's just Daddy, I love you. I appreciate you.
Do you think that women should also show appreciation the way that men do on Mother's Day to their significant others or the kid's father? Listen, this is unfiltered, y'all. So he's giving it to you raw. So give it to him raw now.
From the mother point of view, from the mothers, yes, because you have good fathers out there that go up and above and beyond for them and their kids, and yet they still don't get recognized, and certain females take advantage of that.
Yeah.
A lot of females took advantage of what the father's doing and what he got to put up with her.
So what are some of the things that have say if like it's a female or mom who is not, they're no longer together, what would be something nice that mother could do to at least acknowledge the dad?
A simple card.
Okay.
A simple card just to say, I appreciate you what you do for our child. Okay. That's it. Certain mothers feel like the fathers don't do nothing when they do a lot. Okay. Because they're not doing what they want them to do. They feel like they're not doing nothing. A man can only do what a man could do.
Yeah.
If she want this, and that, and what he could do is just do that, they not appreciative.
Okay. I mean, listen, I definitely understand that sometimes I know as a woman, I'm one of those moms, or, I was a wife who I did want to make sure, even to this day, like me and my ex-husband are not together anymore, but I make sure that my girls do something nice for their dad. Right. And I always try to show them, like, you got to put that same effort in that you gave to me, to your father, because he was there and he's always been there. But I do think that sometimes men do get the short end of the stick. I just think that is just more of that motherly bond type of thing, because I don't think it's intentional. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't think it's always intentional. I just think that sometimes too, men can be
non-intentional.
I think that sometimes men can be very nonchalant about Father's Day, whereas mothers is like, oh, what are we doing? What y'all doing for Mother's Day? I think it's like we're more like always looking to be like spoiled or acknowledged, where men don't always seem like they want it. That's how I kind of look at it sometimes.
Because we're not getting it. So there's no need for us to sit here and be like, okay, Father's Day around the corner. When is Father's Day?
Saturday. I mean Sunday.
Okay.
It's always on the Sunday. See? Jesus.
We don't look for, okay, Father's Day around the corner. We about to get this. We about to get that. What? She gonna get me some? No, we're not getting nothing. We're not getting nothing.
So the expectation is that low that you guys don't even get excited?
Yeah.
We gotta do better, y'all. For all of you right now, like if you have not done anything for your significant other or the father of your children or if you are an adult child, go do something really nice for your dad. I know me and my sister, we always did something nice for my dad. Like he got the same type of rollout that my mama did. He was just very like, and the reason why I asked, because my dad was this very like nonchalant. Like he was more like you. I just want to spend time with my family, have dinner. And so, like that was good for him. But I always felt like you still need gifts. You still need to be given something. But he was very like, I'm good. And that's why I was asking, like, do you think because men are more nonchalant about like Father's Day because they don't want to feel like they're weak or something?
No, it's not that.
Okay.
We want gifts.
You want okay?
We
So,
want
y'all
gifts.
hear that? The men want gifts, y'all.
But
The men want gifts.
If you look on Facebook, you don't see nothing about Father's Day. You don't see nothing about you just told me when Father's Day is. But if you look on Facebook and social media, Father's Day is not being mentioned how Mother's Day was being mentioned.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking for all men. My kids get me stuff.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
ask me what you want for Father's Day. They want nothing. Same thing with Christmas saying my birthday.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't. That's what I tell them.
But is that true though, Fred? Is it true that you don't want nothing? Because you just said we want gifts. But so your kids are saying, "Hey, Dad, what you want for Father's Day?" And you like, "Nah, what you want for your birthday?" But it's like, but you just said that you want gifts. So we need to understand what is it that the men want.
The mother could get us a gift, but for my daughter, it's whatever.
Okay.
My daughter let know I like cologne, massage stuff like that. So they'll get me a bottle of cologne. They pop up with. I tell them I don't want nothing. And
they'll still get you something.
Yeah.
So give
and
some
whatever they get me. It's appreciative.
So give some ideas to the moms, the kids, the adult children of some things that men would like that might be a good gift idea for a man.
It all depends on what the man. They got to know.
Number
one, they got to know who the father is.
Okay.
Like I used to drink. So my kids would get me certain checkerboard glasses, the shot glasses.
Okay.
I had one of those. I had the thermos that you could pour your little alcohol in. They get me stuff that goes with me drinking.
Okay.
They know I like to drink, so they get me certain stuff for that I can use for when I'm drinking. So
okay, so
if I was a handyman, they'd get me stuff to go
as a handyman.
Okay.
So now that you don't drink, because you just said I used to drink.
Mm-hmm.
So before we even go into that, talk about a little bit of how that impacted your fathering when you were drinking. If it did.
It did. It did. My kids told me it did. Sometimes I drink a little too much. And when people drink too much, they can be embarrassing.
Okay.
Not being as active as I'm supposed to be.
Okay.
I start drinking, get tired, go take a nap.
Okay.
Stuff like that, like do anything crazy? No. Wow, no. It's just more like me drinking to take care of my mental, had me take away from my kids' time.
Yeah. So when you say took away from, like taking away from your mental as a dad and drinking, what are some of the things, you don't have to go into depth, but what were some of the things that you feel like you were suppressing through drinking and still trying to be a great dad?
Life in general. I had passings in my past, people passing away, struggling, being a father, being a man, being a husband, knowing you at the top of the total pole, only person above you is God. But other than that, I got to make sure everybody under me is okay. I got 5 kids. I got to make sure it's okay. And it wasn't easy. Okay. It was not easy just making sure you stay on the right arrow, and everything you do, you got to make sure it's the right move. And the pressure get heavy sometimes. So when it did get heavy, I did turn to a bottle just to ease my mind. And then when I did that, it became a little addictive, a lot addictive. Okay. Where I had to turn around and get myself back on track.
And how did you do that?
I had to take a week of detox, therapy, rehab, and just sit back and just get a grip on life. And it really started when I started having grandkids. Okay. And now I was having grandkids. The same way having kids made me change a whole lot. But having grandkids made me change a whole lot more. Because instead of me taking care of raising 5, now I got 11. And that's a whole nother ball game. By the end of the day, I don't want to be one of them drunken grandfathers or one of the grandfathers you see outside on the corner
Yeah.
or walking around doing nothing. When my grandkids see me or talk about me, I want them to be proud.
Okay. I like that. I like that because that's important. I think sometimes too, like being a dad can be very stressful. Like we do talk a lot about how women, right? Moms struggle, right? But I don't think that we talk a lot about how fathers struggle and
Y'all
how
don't.
they may be struggling with mental health and other things. So how does that make you feel knowing that sometimes dads don't get talked about, the things that they're going through don't always get talked about?
As a man, it doesn't. We how you say express it.
Hmm.
We don't even acknowledge that it doesn't get talked about because before we was born, it wasn't getting talked about. So we just grew into. We know that you're not gonna get recognized, no
Mm.
matter how much we do. Fathers really don't get recognized, and certain times the only men to men conversations is where men get recognized.
Okay.
We have men talking to other men, break down crying like, I'm trying to see my daughter, I'm trying to see my son, and she won't let me. I ain't do nothing wrong. I just want to see my kid, but she don't want to let me because she mad at me. And men really be wanting to see their kids, and because the mother feels some type of way, stop them.
Yeah.
And then the kids feel like, oh, my father don't want to see me. It's not your father don't want to see you. It's the mother that's stopping them. And then
Yeah.
in order to see the child, your father got to go through loops and do this and do all that. Where she felt like, if you don't do what I say, you're not going to see your child. And some men say, no, well, it is what it is. When my child get older, I explain, and then we have a bond in.
Okay.
And then sometimes it reverses, and the child feel regret on the mother.
Okay. I thank you for being vulnerable on that because I know I don't think you had those issues, but I know that you've had friends and family members who probably have had those issues where the mom would kind of hold the kids away if the dad wasn't doing what they wanted.
Yeah.
And so that, when men are not being, taken care of mentally, emotionally, and then they're being blamed for certain situations that causes like depression, anxiety, frustration, anger. And then a lot of people will turn to drugs, alcohol, different things like that.
Some fathers just give up.
That too.
You got some fathers just can't take it and just give up. And then at the end of the day, you have females that's dealing with a father who's trying to see their child and the mother's not letting them. There's certain females out here that say, well, forget it.
Mm.
There's no need for you to go through all that. She don't let you see your child. It's okay. And it's really not okay.
Yeah. No, it's not.
It's not okay. But he'll be sleeping with a female, and the female put it in his ear that it's okay. And he just thinking, well, I'm with her, so it is what it is. But you have strong men out there that doesn't listen to her or the mother and do what he got to do to see his child.
What would you say to a man who might be in a situation where they're no longer with the kids, the child's mother, and is in a relationship with someone else, and that woman is saying, "Don't worry about it. It's okay." Like, what would you say to that father today? What would you say to them?
Leave.
Leave that woman.
Leave her. Anybody come between you and your kids, leave them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I don't try to come between me and my kids. You're not for me because you're not. I'm a package. How females say they a package.
Mm-hmm.
If you're dealing with a female, she got kids, so you got to deal with her and her kids. If you deal with me, I got kids. You got to deal with me and my kids.
And how does that how does that roll into being a grandfather as well? Like when it comes to your children and now your children's children, is that still the same type of package?
You got to deal with 11 of us.
Y'all hear that?
So
You got to deal with 11 of them. So it's
So
going to be 12, including you.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think that is that's real though. I think that's real. Like, would you say like growing up, did you ever feel like giving up? as a dad, like as a father? Did you ever feel like you wanted to throw in a towel, but then something was just like, no, I can't do that because these are my children? Or was it always just like, I'm going to be the best dad?
I think by me losing my father early, and he was a good father, I never thought about giving up.
Okay.
I couldn't. That's my motivation of being there. So giving up was never an option. Even though on my down days, they the ones who brought me up. Okay. I got to do for them. I got to do for them. So having kids always brought me up. If I didn't have them, I'd probably be at the bottom of a bottle.
Mm. So your children help motivate you to stay a great dad. Your children help motivate you to become sober.
Yes.
And your children they help you continue to be a great grandfather.
A grandfather.
No, I'm saying you're not great.
Oh yes, a great grandfather.
Not a great grandfather. No, I'm saying like a great, like wonderful, amazing grandfather.
My kids and my grandkids pushes me to go. Okay. They got me investing. They got me making sure when I'm going, I'm putting money aside from them where I never thought about. I thought about for my kids, but I really never made that move.
Okay.
But now, since I got grandkids, I got to make sure everybody got a little something in the pot for when reality hit. Okay. So I just got them now. They got me on my game.
Okay. Now I know earlier too you spoke about doing some counseling and therapy. Mm-hmm. What would you say to fathers out here who might be on the fence about going to therapy and getting assistance with mental health? What would you say to them?
Go. I was a person that always felt like can't nobody tell me what to do. Can't nobody tell me what to do. Ain't nobody been what I've been through. Ain't nobody been in my shoes. Ain't nobody been in my house. So how can you tell me what to do? And at the end of the day, it's not a therapist telling you what to do. It's really just you talking to somebody and relieving your stress instead of turning to something else. Because a lot of men don't have nobody to talk to. Mm-hmm. So they hold everything in, have everything bottled up, wait till the last minute to explode. Where if you go to a therapist or find somebody to talk to, you won't get to that point.
So other than the bottle, what else was like your therapy? What are some of the behaviors?
My kids. Mm-hmm. Either playing with my kids, doing something with my kids.
But I'm talking about, because the bottle was a negative. So what are some of those negative behaviors that you did
besides the bottle?
Besides the bottle?
That was it.
Okay.
I was never a peer pressure type of person where somebody doing types of drugs and I'm so stressed out, I'm gonna try something. Okay. The worst thing I'm gonna do is grab a bottle, smoke some weed.
Okay. What about relationships? Situationships?
Stress reliever.
Okay.
I found myself not, maybe you could say, I don't want to say depressed, but I found myself in situations where female company helped me get through my day. Okay. If I'm going through a whole lot, stuff like that, a female friend to help me through my day without being a girlfriend or being in a relationship. So I think between a female and a bottle was my getaway.
And do you still feel like those things help you, or do you have more healthier coping skills?
Them things ain't help. Them things ain't help at all. And I'm working on it.
Okay.
Like I'm spending more time with my grandkids. Mm-hmm. I'm doing more stuff with my youngest son. Okay. And I'm just trying to do more stuff by myself just to find me.
Yeah.
Just to find me, find out what I really like. without drinking and without doing other stuff, and just find out what I want to do and have my own fun.
Okay. I like. Are there any questions out here in the chat? Anything that you guys want to say to Fred? Any questions that you might want to ask him while he's here? You know, I don't know how many males are watching tonight, but I would just say that I am so grateful when men come on and share stories, right? And talk, because I know that like sometimes people might think like I only cater to the women, but I'm definitely about the community, right? I want people to understand like this is a community effort, male and female. The problem is I have more women reach out than men, right? But that's it. But when men call for services or they want to come on here, come on, because I want to hear the stories of men, because not all men are scared to tell their story. Some men are, but not all
Most
men
men
are.
I think is really pointless.
Mm,
Like I point on when you're talking to females, you feel like it's pointless. Men listen to other men.
okay. So why is it hard listening to a woman that you care for, that you love, when they're giving you like feedback? Why do you feel like, or why I can only speak for you, or you know, you can only speak for you, but why do you think that it's hard, like a woman that loves you, that you love, and they give you feedback, and maybe you don't like what they're saying, you would rather going, you know, you'll do it if a man tell you, but if the female tell you, it's kind of like, no, I'm not listening.
No, that's not necessarily like a female could give me feedback and I could listen,
Okay.
negative or positive.
Okay.
I can take it. It's the point where certain men, most men, can't talk to a female. They even get a negative, well, a positive feedback. Some men are in relationships where they know I'm not even about to waste my time talking to her because, like, she might bring it back up. It might show feminine because when they argue, females' mouth get reckless and say certain things to a man when he down. So now men be like, I can't say that to her. Where I could have another man can get in my car and he can break down crying of situations that's going on in his household or situations that he's going through.
Yeah.
But he can't talk to his girl about it because she's not that person to talk to.
Okay. So what do you think women can do to be better supports? That's breathe, yeah. Fred, breathe.
But just listen.
Okay.
Listen without judgment or trying to throw it in somebody's face. But at the end of the day, just really just listen or ask the man, is he okay? And you can know if he's going through something. You can tell by his language, his body tone, his movements. You know your man.
Yeah.
And you know if he's going through something. Some females just feel like there's something wrong with him or he just got an attitude with her. It ain't got nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
And she'll sit there and just reverse it. A lot of females, I want to say not reverse psychiatry, but a man can be having a whole issue with what's going on outside, and when he comes in the house, because he's not moving in the way a female want him to move, she'll start reacting in a certain way, will make him turn right back around and walk up the door.
Okay. Well, what are some of the things that men can do to possibly reassure their woman that they're going through something, but it's not, not their fault?
Really, you got to know your woman.
Okay.
You got to know your woman, because even if it's not, you can let her know. You could walk in the house and be like, I'm frustrated, I got a lot going on at work, or it's going on and it's going on. And the female still Still knowing this man just walked in this house already aggravated,
Mhm.
still will push his buttons.
Okay.
So that's why I said, like, you really have to know I'm about to walk in this house with her.
So why do you think men stay in relationships that it's hard for them to communicate within? Because I know for me as a woman, even if I know the man
Mm-hmm.
and I ask, "Hey, what's going on?" and they're like, "Nothing." But you know something's wrong or they're moving a certain way and you're trying to be comforting. A lot of times they won't respond in a way to say, "Hey, give me a minute." It becomes an argument, or it automatically becomes, "I'm gonna turn around and leave," instead of just saying, "Hey, give me 15 minutes or whatever. It's not about you. I just need some time." Like, why is that hard for men to do? I know for me, I've experienced that. So how are ways that you can communicate that as a man?
Again, it's like it's the female. Like certain men don't know how to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
You can say that they walk in the house with the problem outside and bring it straight in the house
Mm-hmm.
and just automatically go off, and the female be like, "What did I do?"
Yeah.
And then you got some men that come in the house and just aggravate it and sit down and just try to relax, and you have the female that automatically want to jump on them. So again, like you really have to know your partner, and people stay in relationships because once they got in it, they put themselves in a financial situation,
Mm.
a child situation.
Mm-hmm.
Now they stuck.
Yeah.
They don't like each other. One, they
Mm-hmm.
sleep in separate rooms. They they call themselves cheating, but they just have an open relationship because she doing what she doing, he doing what he doing.
Yeah.
But they still on Facebook and love.
Oh Lord.
But that's because they there for financial reasons.
Okay. All right. So I wanted to touch on a little bit back to fatherhood when it comes to arguments and disagreements with one another. Like, how did you handle that being married, and when you guys had disagreements, did you argue in front of your kids? Did you try to like do it separate so they're not impacted, or like how did you guys handle that as a dad?
Um, I'm one who don't like to argue. I'm not an arguer. I hate arguing, but arguments did happen in front of the kids, and my way of doing it was just getting up leaving.
Okay. So what would you say to some dads out here that might be, struggling with like being in disagreements and arguments in front of their children? What would you suggest?
My opinion might not be the right opinion, but soon as you see the smoke, leave. I'm honest, because going back and forth in front of the kids is not good at all.
Mhm.
And the females are, and if you go back and forth with her, you're not gonna win. Definitely, you're not gonna definitely win in front of the kids.
Okay.
So if you're going back and forth with your child mother in front of the kids, you automatically the villain.
Mm,
So either way, you're not gonna win.
okay.
So the best thing to do is leave, clear the air, pick the phone up, call, go what you gotta go through, and then come back home.
Y'all hear that? If you're a young person or you're a man out here, like, we do not want to be arguing in front of our children. Although kids are smart. They know when the parents are going through things, but I think that it is definitely it can be definitely detrimental to children when they're in the midst of hearing their parents fighting. And I think as dads, I think that you hit the nail, like being the person to kind of like disappear, and then try to calm down and just
Then
pick up
come
the
back
phone and say, "Hey, are you ready to talk?" or whatever, or having the conversation through phone so you're not in front of the children.
and you come back.
Yeah.
So because talking to them, like even though I'm separated and divorced, we know where all everything I've been through. That means been through the arguments and stuff like that. My kids can never say I cussed their mother out. I called a B word.
Mm-hmm.
I never put my hands on her.
Yeah.
None of that.
That's good.
So therefore, my kids could like, okay, my father never hit my mother.
Yeah.
My father never disrespected my mother. I always got up and just left.
Yeah.
No matter what she could say to me or call me, I'm gonna get up and leave. So my kids can't say, "Oh, my father was this, my father was that, my father said this, and my father hit my mother." They could never say that because I always got up and left. As soon as I hear the tone and I see we can't work it out right here and there,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going.
I like it. So, as a father, I got to throw this in here. As a dad, what do you feel about going, like having God as a center of your life? Like, did you take your children to church? Did you ever read the Bible? Did any of those things happen? If not, then do you think you should have done, or wish you could have done things differently? Like, what do you?
Me and my family all believe in God. We go to Phillips Church on Main Street. We believe in God. We went to church, but now I go to church on my own. Sometimes they mother go to church on her own. My kids got Bibles at home. Sometimes I do I got to read the Bible, so they got Bibles, and then I let them do them. Because one time I did tell my kids just all go to church. One of my daughters said, "I don't want to be forced to go to church," and I left it like that.
Okay.
So
do you think being a father and having a strong relationship with God was important for your children to see?
Yeah, you got to have belief in you first, and let your kids show them that you have belief.
Yeah.
No matter what your belief is, you got to have some type of guidance.
Yeah.
You got to pray to somebody, so therefore you just can't be out here just running wild. And I know everybody have their doubts when they go through certain things. Why this happened? Why I'm going through this? Is God really real? But at the end of the day, you still get on your knees and pray.
Mm-hmm.
You might have asked your question 2 days ago, but then today you got on your knees and prayed, and thank God you woke up this morning.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that is definitely important for me, like, to know that my dad believed in God, right? And my dad wasn't one that went to church. He would pop in every once in a while, but I know, like, he did believe. And I feel like for me, that just allowed me to say, like, I want a man who also believe in God. And so I think that's great. I think that it also shows, growing up, it helps children um, be a little bit more focused when going into a church or to religion, when they have a father who prays and a father who like goes to God for things, and it's not always the street. So I do think that being a father and having a strong belief, and like you said, whatever you believe in, I think that helps also structure a child's life, because when they see that, they're like, oh, my father is a man of God, my father is this, they see that positive. And I think that especially for young men, that helps bring them or send them in the right direction. Do you think that there are any things as a father now to pretty much young adult men that causes conflict within your relationship?
What causes conflicts between a father and a son?
Yeah, like your two sons. Like, what are some of the things that causes conflict now as they're young men?
The generation, the streets, the TV, the music, is the lifestyle that's going on right there. Certain men, when the kid get a certain age, really don't have control of their kids or their sons when they get a certain age, because of the streets, the environment, what's going on TV, what they see out in school. Like, there's no safe space.
Yeah.
There's no safe space for a young man to grow up and be like, okay, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
I want to be a cop. You growing up around here, if NF, NFL, NBA, or a drug dealer
Mm.
or a rapper.
So what are some of the things that you try to like instill in your sons to say like you can be an attorney, you can be a doctor, you can be an engineer, you can do X, Y, and Z? Like what are some of the things as a dad that you can say to your son
Um,
or that you say to your
to
son?
my sons, I use me as a prime example, and I always want my sons to be better than me.
Okay.
And I tell my sons, I'm the only man who gonna want them to be better than them. Ain't no other man gonna tell them they want him to be better than them.
Yeah.
And I just tell my sons, you can be whatever you want to be. The streets, there's nothing out there. What you see on TV's not real. What they rap about is not real.
Yeah.
What goes on out there is not real. I've been out there and it doesn't last. And the only reason I survived and lasted out there, and I tell them all the time, is because of them. If I didn't have them, I probably wouldn't be here.
Okay.
So because of them is what made me be focused and do go on the right path. Before my kids, I was young, wild, and out there in the streets.
Okay.
And I just use myself as a prime example as to certain things I don't got, the position I'm in, where if I wasn't spending all them years out there, everything would have been a lot better. So I try to let them know now that's not the right path to go in. And don't you still got time? Don't wait till it's too late or you my age and try to turn your life around.
Right.
Y'all not even out there in the street, but before y'all even try to think about it, learn and listen. That's not the way to go.
Okay. This is good. Is there any last like remarks you would say to maybe some new fathers or fathers that might be struggling with their children? Any positive like words or anything?
Um, to the old fathers, new fathers, and fathers to be, all I could say is just don't never give up on your child. No matter what your child going through, no matter the battles you and your child have. If you got older kids and you're not talking, patch it up. I got five, and all our relationships wasn't perfect. Me and my kids, each and every one of them, me and them had issues. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't let it go past. Y'all, my kids. I had attitudes where, okay, I'm not. They want to be grown. I leave them alone. They want to do this. They leave me alone. But at the end of the day, I'm your father. Y'all, my kids. We're not gonna let this happen.
Okay.
Don't never give up on your child. Don't let the mothers let you give up on your child. Don't let your girlfriend let you give up on your child. Don't let your child let you give up on them.
Mm, yeah, I like that. And and that is so true. Like, sometimes I can hear like some of the pain that some of the males that come in to meet with me and they may have like issues with their children's
The kids will
moms.
force you away.
Yeah. Or just the moms, right? And then, those who do have um rocky relationships with their adult children, and me having to help them navigate how to go and try to like make amends with them without feeling like they're forcing them, but understanding that you are the parent, you are the father. And I'm not saying to go and kiss anybody's butt, but understanding like they may have something that they want to say to you, and just listen to them without always feeling like you want them to forgive you right away, but listen to what they have to say, and then hopefully they'll be able to listen to what you have to say. But I think that so many men who come in here who they struggle with that relationship with their child, or trying to build a relationship with their child, a lot of it comes down to pride. So I will say, please, men, release the pride. Understand that, if your child isn't being raised by you, sometime they will pick up habits from their mother, their guardian. But always pray that they will at least one day hear what you're saying and let you in. And like, Fred said, do not give up on your kid ever, because they are like, if you were absent for any time, sometimes that child gets stuck in that age for a little while. So you have to give them time to really come around. If you are a very like hands-on father and you're struggling with the kid's mom, understand that it is your responsibility to go to court and get your child and find ways to spend time with your child. Don't let women take your kids out of the state without fighting for them, because I think that also is something that some fathers, they're not able to see their kid because the mom up and left, and the dad feels like they don't have any rights, right? And so this Father's Day, I want you all to know that I wanted to highlight men and fathers this month, because even my newsletter this month is talking about dads. So I wanted to highlight, because I meet with some amazing fathers on a weekly basis, and I know they're out there. I was raised by one, I was married to one, and I've dated one. So it's so important that we still lift fathers up. And so, again, I'm super happy and proud of Mr. Shirley coming on today. Do you have anything else to say?
No, just to tell the fathers, it's a struggle, it's a fight. No matter what, just fight for your kids, because I don't think it's a father out there that doesn't love their kids.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it go through, a man have a baby. A man love that baby from the day it was born.
Mm-hmm.
And when a mother try to take him away, or they make it be for the father to be distant, I don't think a father really want to be distant from a child. I never seen a man that I know of that sat here and said, I don't want nothing to do with my kid.
Mm.
But you have older kids that don't want to do nothing with their father because of the mother, and some fathers just give up.
Yeah.
And I tell them it's hard, but I done seen situations where fathers and child was beefing, and the father passed away in the middle of them not talking, and the child regretted to this day because their father passed away and they wasn't talking.
Yeah.
The phone calls, your father calling you, you're not answering, or you want to be grown out talking to your father.
Right.
And your father could go anytime. Same as a child.
Yeah.
You can, like a father could sit here and say, okay, well, my daughter don't want to talk to me, that's fine, that's on her. But it could be a car accident, it could be anything. And next thing you know, you lost your daughter without telling her you love her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just say, no matter what, always try to stay in contact with your child. It don't got to be the perfect relationship, but a relationship is better than none.
All right, y'all heard it from a father of 5. So I'm, like the fact that you were, brave enough to come on my podcast tonight. I'm super excited. Give me that. All right. You did a great job. And, anytime you want to come back and talk about whatever else, you are welcome. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, all the soon-to-be dads, grandfathers, all the fathers. Just happy Father's Day. Take heed to this conversation. I hope that it was helpful. I hope that you guys got some nuggets in it. And I ask that you guys continue to love on each other, love on dads, love on fathers. I know I got some work to do, so thank you, Fred. And I just hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. It's your girl, Dr. Tasha Rose, your transparent sister in women's healing. And remember, I love you and God loves you too. Peace.